Hello, salutations and greetings. My name is Margie. Am I welcome back? I just like having these little talks and the way I feel about things. Before I get started, I want to read a little something. It's not going to take too long, but when I get extra squirrely, I don't. It's just this fiery energy. It's just this go, go. Moon's in Aries. Sun's in Leo, so all this fiery energy, and evidently I'm not very grounded. I'm not grounded in my own self, because when I'm not grounded, that tells me, because when I get anxiety, it tells me I'm not grounded, and I'm not flexing that faith muscle. So go ahead and read this. It's a little ditty. It's called the Prayer of St. Francis, and I learned about it several years ago, and it's kind of my go-to when I get extra squirrely. So it says, Lord, make me an instrument of your peace, please. Where there is hatred, let me bring love. Where there is offense, let me bring pardon. Where there is discord, let me bring union. Where there is error, let me bring truth. Where there is doubt, let me bring faith. Where there is despair, let me bring hope. Where there is darkness, let me bring your light. Where there is sadness, let me bring joy. O Master, let me not seek as much to be consoled as to console, to be as understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is giving that one receives. It is in self-forgetting that one finds. It is in pardoning that one is pardoned. It is in dying that one is raised to eternal life. Well, people know I talked about it. Earlier this week, I lost one of my favorite outside cat, Lyle. He went on across the Rainbow Bridge before his time, and then I woke up this morning and Stanley was sitting in his chair and he had his mouth open and there's like drool. So I called right at 8 to see if I could get him in, and they had a cancellation, so I got him in. He's only 6 years old, so he shouldn't be having problems. I never had a cat that Mama Kitty April, she fell out of a chair one time and broke her pointer tooth when she landed. But so I just thank God for having the means to be able to take him for the vet, and they haven't called back to say that there was anything wrong with his blood. So that's good. So next week, I'm going to do something I never done before and have my cat get a dental. So, see, I think what the trouble is, because usually what people do, people usually know other people and have support systems and stuff like that. So when, in times of trouble, you can call on them. I ain't really ever had that luxury. It's just not my path. For whatever reason, man, the life I set up for myself in the Akashic Record Library, I really picked a doozy for me, man. I really did. So, with all this, they didn't give him or anything or do anything for him. They just sent us on our way. And he's under the couch. He'd usually be sleeping under there this time of day anyway. And it's a little warmer, so I turned up the heat. But, made some butter yesterday, and I think I'm gonna go meditate and just try to freaking zero out a little bit. That's why people like me, man, the highs I can't afford to get all excited and so happy. I'm never gonna be one of those people that is, I'm so happy about this. This is wonderful. Love and light. Blah, blah. I'm not one of those people. I gotta keep it real, man. And people that live like that, that is not a real state of mind. Nobody is always up. Things are not always good. Life, it ebbs and flows. Okay? It ebbs and flows. And I was telling somebody at the coffee shop today, I'm like, I swear it's these fucking anthrax vaccines they gave me, because you get 2 at a time. You get 1 in each arm. In the air farce. Are people figuring it out? Military-industrial complex? All those decades of them saying it's not like that, but that's exactly how it is. You know, and some of these countries that have created a lot of freaking turmoil for people, they're getting their karma now, man. Look at all the countries going through it. I watched an excerpt this morning on Instacrap. I haven't saved it. So I could show people. It was a rock slide. And I don't know exactly where it was, but it was a rock slide. It's funny because one of the gals there, she was like, I live on 299, man, in Northern California. I know that interstate. It's the one from it goes from east-west, Northern California. Now it's not gonna play. But it took out a bridge. I'll share it on my story on Instacrap, so if anybody wants to see it, they can go to Snapnax on Instacrap and then click on my picture and then you can watch it. It's just like, dude, Mother Nature is just like, all we were supposed to do as a human race is take care of this planet. That's all we were supposed to do. And then at some point, somebody ate a fucking apple and all hell broke loose. Mama. You know, now they're already... See, that's the thing, is people start talking about stuff, and they create the stuff in the freaking ethers, in the in-between space, and when it's manifested there, then, if it's going to teach people enough lesson, it's going to freaking trickle out. So people they already know it's coming. Cold season, don't leave your house for a year. Somebody answer me this. How long does it take a person to get into shape? How long does it take somebody to choose healthy lifestyles? Because this started well over a year and a half ago, which in my mind is ample time for somebody to go, oh my goodness, people with underlying health issues, they're getting really sick and a lot of them are dying. What causes underlying health issues? Obesity, drinking, eating shitty food, fucking around, being a whore bag, freaking staying up all night, sleeping all day, just doing whatever you want to do all the time. Yeah. But how many people did you see emerge? I was talking to my friend this morning, even on YouTube's. I looked at this lady. I haven't looked out of her channel. I used to watch her, and then I got butthurt because she freaking blocked me because she misinterpreted a comment that I said. So she blocked me, and I'm like, dude, I've been censored my whole life. That's the thing. That's how I know what a freaking scoundrel is somebody, a control freak that makes you modify your behavior when they walk around doing whatever the fuck they want. And that's what all these freaking politicians and shit are doing. And I don't think people are going to have it this time. I don't think they're going to buy it. But, so, anyway, so I looked at her channel, and all these tubes because I started mine like 4 years ago, and you see like they start out and there's empty background. They don't got nothing behind them, maybe and then like you check in later, they got bookcases and like more tarot decks or whatever and trinkets and this, that, and the other thing. I do a little bit, but I don't like having a lot of stuff. I don't like having a lot of stuff because we got to pack light because we're always having to fucking move for one reason or another. So I love my sentimental knickknacks and stuff like that, but I got to do that stuff in moderation just like everything else, So it's just so fun. And then plus you put on about 25 pounds. I'm just like, dude, everybody had a chance. See, it's because people are freaking afraid because they don't do the work. And they're afraid, and then there's consequences. Right? From not doing the work, like the story of the ant and the grasshopper. I've been doing the work, man. I've been doing it for years. I don't want to be on a bunch of drugs. Man, I thought about that today, Marge. Maybe you should just go to the VA and get a bunch of pills and be stoned all the time. The VA way, the American dream way, the USA way. Just fucking take a pill. Pop a pill. It'll make everything okay. Replace your God with the higher power of a probably freaking nut job scientist that just takes a bunch of shit from under the sink and puts it in a freaking pill and says, here, it'll be alright. I mean, just the fact alone, people, the pills that haven't allowed to be manufactured because they weren't FDA approved, right? Nope, can't use them. They might help a lot of people. Studies might, say that it helps a lot of people, but it's not FDA approved. But when it serves the wicked, they contort and they change the words and they turn it around to serve their higher power, which I assure you, it is not God, Holy Spirit. No, because God doesn't want people to be billionaires and millionaires to the detriment of the entire planet. No, He doesn't want that. You don't have to be a freaking religious freak to freaking know that, right? But look at how many people withhold. How many people withhold? It's that vibration of withholding. And people do it more and more when they're in fear. My shit is my shit and your shit is my shit because I'm scared. And that's what people do, man. You ever see somebody in shock? You ever see? I saw a video the other day. I'm like, she's in shock. I could tell that she's in shock. And he was in shock too because it was that video footage of freaking, I believe it was Highway 99 out north of like Fresno, Chico, or south of Chico. I'm not exactly sure. It was Highway 99, but a car launched off, Mom. It launched off like it looked like a movie stunt, but there was no personnel and airbags, and it flipped over and landed on its top. And the people were like driving, and the guy's like, I haven't washed the truck in a while. You can tell he's like freaking 250 pounds. All that abundance, just sits right on. Anyway, so they had a dash cam, and it showed the car just flying, launching off this like reservoir. It was so Dukes of Hazzard, and then the lady's like, "You're all right." Yeah, she kept yelling at the people in the truck, and that's what people do. She like disassociated. She couldn't believe what she saw. So she's trying to convince, let everybody know that they're okay. But she's talking to herself. See, that's the thing. How many people haven't, seen something horrific? There's so many people that haven't seen anything freaking, just seeing a loved one or something that you love die. That is enough to change you. But the thing of it is, depending on where your heart space sits, it could either it's going to turn your heart, and that's why I'm scared to death. I don't want to be hard, man. I fight that every day to not live in anger. I don't want to be like all of the people on my bloodline before me, because it's no way to live, man. Stress and anger, the stuff that it does to your body, man, it rots you from the inside out. That's why animals, I try to keep my stuff down. Always everything's okay, even though when I don't feel like everything's not okay, which is a lot the last year or so, but I just pray, just take it, God, take it. And a lot of times He doesn't. He doesn't take it miraculously, instantly, it's gone. I gotta work for that shit. So I gotta do stuff like art and just, and being in the present moment, being in where my hands are is the greatest recommendation that I can do. Tell people. If you're, worried about stuff in the past, or you're too worried about stuff that hasn't happened yet, God isn't in the past and the future. He's only in the present moment. That's the gift. So I get mad at God sometimes, and that's what's cool about Holy Spirit is He understands, He knows my heart, and He knows but it's just why'd you make me this way? Sometimes I wish You would have made me a little bit different. I really do. But this is the way God made me, so I gotta work with what I got, And if I can live this incarnate without hating myself, too much for acting out of anger or fear when I should have stepped into my faith. That's all I want, you know. So, what else is going on in the world today? I know a CME freaking blasted the earth, but he doesn't even. Oh, this was disappointing. I got notification from my Taos net that they can't give me internet service because I don't know which way they pointed at, but I gotta blow my nose. But because there's trees in the neighbor's yard, so I can't have internet. I can't have viable internet because there's trees in the neighbor's yard. But you have all these freaking a-holes that just think about what you want. God will give it to you. You know what I mean? I think that shit's for people who always have gotten stuff. Yeah. I try not to want stuff too bad because it seems like when I want it oh so bad and I focus everything on it, God's like, nope, you want it too much. So, anyway. What was it? What was I talking about? I was talking about my internet and how people that, you know, get everything they want in life. I don't even think I would do that. I think I would be an unhappy person. I would just constantly wanting to get my way. Oh, I know what I was going to look up. Space observers. I'm going to wash Mom's hair today. She hates it. Not as much as me. No, I don't want to. Oh, that's great. That was 9 minutes ago. The disaster cycle is marching on. Solar eruptions. At the coffee shop, though, I think I'll post these up, though. When I was at the coffee shop, a fella, man, Augustine, this dude's freaking got some serious skill. I don't know if I can. Let's see. These are carvings. And the one in the middle is a bear on the side. And then that guy's a buffalo on one side and then an Indian on the other. And then this guy has an Indian face. And then feathers on it. I'm like, dude, you need a website! Because he could auction this stuff. I think he would make a lot more money auctioning it. It's a buffalo on one side. Oh, it's a buffalo on both sides. I was wrong. I thought he had one that was like a... No, I was wrong. And then on the back of this one, it has all these cool feathers, too. He told me the name of this stone. One of them... Good girl, Sass. There's some feathers on there. It's like a... it starts with an A. God, it's going to drive me crazy, but I'm not going to remember it. Anyway, I think I'm about done because it's going to take freaking 20 minutes for this to... Or not 20 minutes. Probably going to take like 4 hours for it to upload. So, thanks for hanging out. I'm going to try and set a premiere. If it doesn't work, I'm going to try and upload it again tomorrow. Who knows? That's all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day.